Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Scorpio love reading. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. All right, so I have the romance angels to go down the middle. In between, I have a deck over here and a deck over here. So whatever side you feel you resonate with, or it could just be one big reading for you. Okay, so we will also get some clarifiers and we will close out with an oracle. So let's see what we got going on here between Scorpio and Capricorn. We have this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I'm feeling like this one here. Calling in your soulmate. And maybe one more worth waiting for. All right. Definitely very interesting because we have this could be the one. We have calling in your soulmate, worth waiting for. But then we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So let's get some tarot and see if that kind of explains what this unrequited love card is here. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, Gertrude. All right, we have the moon. We have the hangman. We have the king of swords. Three of swords. Hermit. Strength. Page of wands. Interesting. Let's see if you can see everything. The only one you can't see is the strength card there. And then the page of... So for overall energy for this side, we have the page of wands. So I feel like that is communication. That is communication. It's a text message. It's a conversation. It's a phone call. It's an email. It's a something. Talking to someone. So for current energies, we have the moon. My first thought when I saw that was deception, like you're fooling yourself. Like, are you really sure this is what you want? So that could go with this right here, the unrequited love. I almost feel like it's almost, I'm feeling like, are you concerned about moving forward in this relationship, right? Are you concerned that this is the relationship that you've been waiting for, and are you really ready to take your walls down, right? I feel like it's deception within yourself. I don't feel that it's against the other person. I feel like you're not being true with your true feelings, and I feel like that's what that unrequited love is because it's almost like you're not being true to yourself, right? That you're not really looking at how you really feel. Because I feel like with the hangman and the king of swords is about somebody who's analytical, somebody who looks at things with their mind, right? That they analyze things. And I feel like it's looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe it's a relationship that you're in, that you feel this connection, but then maybe you feel like you're losing that connection. But sometimes it's like, people may self-sabotage relationships because it's going really good, and it's like you're feeling this connection with this person, and you feel like this is the right person, but it's almost like you're looking for those things to sabotage the relationship because you're like, well, this is a new feeling for me, right? I'm feeling good in this relationship. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling happy. Wait a minute. No, I'm used to relationships where I'm feeling like dirt. I'm used to relationships where I'm treated like dirt. I'm used to relationships where I'm feeling alone and I'm frustrated and I'm sad and I'm crying. And it's like, how do I handle this feeling of feeling loved and feeling special and feeling important and having this partnership, and that could be overwhelming for you. And so your brain is kind of looking for what are those things that I can do to put you back into this feeling of alone and rejected and let down, right? Sometimes, you know, our mind can do crazy things, but I feel like we have to be open to looking at those patterns and those things that we're doing, right? Taking in that hangman energy, and that's why that's my favorite card, is because it's about taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective and seeing things through a different pair of eyes. Letting those things go, because right here we have the hangman, and he's letting go of these coins or whatever these things are falling out of his pocket, and he doesn't really care. Like, he's not trying to grab them. He's like, you know what, I don't have any use for them anymore. So that, I feel like that's what's going on here. So I feel like that energy, again, is that Three of Swords energy of where you felt sad in a relationship, and now you're kind of taking a closer look, right? The Hermit, taking that closer look and saying, there's an obstacle in the way, right? There's a snake right here, but am I putting that snake there? Am I looking for that snake? Am I trying to find those reasons to make this relationship not work? Definitely something to think about. So let's see what's going on over here on this side. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Tower, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. All right, so I was just feeling emotional there for a minute, because I was feeling like this side over here is trying so hard, and this side wants this relationship so bad, right? Two of Cups. And this side is trying to be patient and trying to, this side wants to help this side, right? But I feel like this side is pushing this side away, right? They're putting up those walls. And now this side is feeling alone. They're feeling sad. They're feeling like they're by themselves. They're like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like, you know, I feel like we have this connection. I'm feeling like we have, you know, this could be the one calling in your soulmate. I'm feeling like we have this connection, that we have this fire, we have this passion. I feel like things are going good, and then all of a sudden, blam, this side is like throwing up those walls, and this side is arguing with me, and this side is fighting with me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing wrong? Why is this happening? And I was just feeling, I just felt really sad. Like, I felt sad for this side because it's so hurt. I feel this side is hurt. But then when I was pulling more cards, we have the Tower, okay? And we have the Sun, which is coming through the Tower, right? So it's about taking those walls down and having that Sun burst through. And then it's like also that this person is feeling like they're by themselves, right? They're starting to block energy. They're starting to feel negative towards this side. But then you know what happens? We have Knight of Pentacles, which is that slow, steady progress to things getting better. And the reason why it's getting better is because this side realizes what they're doing, what's going on, what they're projecting, what they're trying to find, how they're trying to get themselves back into this Three of Swords, because they're not sure how to handle this calling in your soulmate, and this could be the one, and this beautiful relationship, this Two of Cups, and this person who is patient and kind and giving, and you know, they feel passionate, and this person is so different, right? This person is so different from everybody else. And this side doesn't know how to handle that. But I feel like I love that this Page of Wands here, because it's about keeping that line of communication open. And you know what? Communicating to this side and say, hey, I'm not used to this kind of thing. And I really feel this could be the relationship, but I've got some stuff that I've got to work on, that I've got to let go of, that I have to see that I'm putting obstacles in my way. and I need you to be patient with me, right? And I feel like this person is like, hey, let's have this tower moment. Let's kind of break away those old feelings and those things that have went on with you, and let's rebuild this relationship even stronger and better than you could have ever imagined. And I will be there to support you, right? I will stand up for you. I will help you rebuild this tower. It's going to be a slow process. It's going to be slow going, but we can get through this because I feel each side is feeling that connection to that other person. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. I love that. Love this reading. I don't feel that there is, you know, that unrequited love. I don't feel that one side doesn't care for the other side. I feel like the both of you really care for each other, but this side is just struggling with those. Yeah, hello, Three of Swords is struggling with this Three of Swords energy that they keep putting themselves into because that's their safe space. Sometimes we don't even realize that, you know, we're kind of so used to being in this Three of Swords energy. We're like, well, this is what I'm used to. This is what I know. This is the Three of Swords energy is sort of my safe space, which is not a good space to be in, right? That's not where you want your safe space, is this Three of Swords energy. That you want to move on from that. You want to change that. And this person over here is here to change that for you. But this side has to be willing, has to be able to be in that Hangman, King of Swords energy to look at this, right? They have to not be deceptive to themselves. They can't put on those blinders, right? If that's what's going to happen, then this relationship will turn out just like all the others. I feel like this is your chance, right? This could be the one that can change everything for you, that can show you what a true relationship is supposed to be. Look at that. I love that Two of Wands, right? This is the gate to a new path, a new beginning. This is opening the gates to this yellow, to this sunshine, to this brightness, the colors, the feelings, the emotions that just want to come in, that are so new and so different, and is something that you deserve, right? This is something that you're going to have to work on without a doubt, right? This is something that this side is going to have to be aware of, because I feel like you're so used to putting the snake, right, in your path, to putting yourself into this Three of Swords. But like I was saying, it's what you're used to, and so that's your safe zone, that's your comfort zone, that's where you feel that that's your place, that you feel comfortable in. But this relationship feels so different. It's like, how do you bust out of that? How do you get out of that? It's scary, right? And sometimes it may be, okay, I'm going to start to go through that gate, right? I'm going to do it. Whoa, wait a minute. This is too much. This is too emotional for me. This is a lot of emotions. This is a lot of feeling. This is a new path for me. I don't know how to handle that. Let me put myself back into this Three of Swords energy where I feel safe. And then it's almost like when you keep doing that, when you get yourself out of the Three of Swords energy and you start moving yourself forward and you start feeling this beautiful energy, right? These emotions and these feelings and this positive energy from this person, when you put yourself back into this Three of Swords, you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is starting to feel uncomfortable. This is starting to feel like that's not where I belong. This Three of Swords, like you're starting to move away from that Three of Swords energy, and you're starting to feel like, hey, like this is what I was used to, but this isn't where I want to be anymore. Look at this. I love this Nine of Cups. That when you're heading towards this Nine of Cups energy and you put yourself back into this Three of Swords energy, you're like, no, wait, no, this isn't comfortable. This doesn't feel right. Like this is not where I want to be. And then you move yourself forward again, right? Two of Wands towards this Nine of Cups. And you're like, oh, well, this is starting to feel more comfortable, right? And then you push yourself a little bit more and you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable, so I'm going to put myself back in the Three of Swords. And then you're in the Three of Swords and then you're like, no, this isn't feeling right either. And then you push yourself even forward. So this is something that's going to take time, right? And it's going to be a lot of feelings and emotions, and it's a lot. But I feel like you know that this is the right thing for you, that this is where you want to head, that you want this long-term relationship, that you want this safe feeling, this grounding relationship with this person over here, right? That you want to have that comfort and that security of that stability of a relationship, and that you're ready to put the work in to make that happen. Justice. It's going to take some time to balance these things out, right? And I feel like this side needs to be strong, and this side really needs to be that support for this side. But this side also has to realize that this side needs, you know, support too. And I feel like it's so important that you have this Page of Wands, where you have that communication. And, you know, doesn't mean you have to tell that person everything, but at least let them know, hey, like my comfort zone is the Three of Swords, and I want my comfort zone to be the Nine of Cups, right, with you. So I'm going to have this back and forth, right? First, I'm being deceptive to myself, so I have to face it myself, and I have to realize what it is that I want, and then I can communicate that with you, right? This side, I feel, you know, this is something that this side wants. This is something that this side wants to work on. I feel like this side is kind of going to feel like they're by themselves just because this side is struggling, but I do feel that this side wants to hang in there, right? That they want this relationship too, that they may have some things that they're working on that they have to let go, right? That they have to get past. That moving forward, like, we're going to have these swords in the water, but things are calmer, right? Back here, there's all this ocean, and there's the rocks, and there's all of this white caps, but here the water's calmer. There are swords in the water, but it's like they're moving forward, but things are calmer, but knowing that there's going to be challenges that are headed their way. Look at this. Eight of Cups, a new way of doing things, right? New things. This is a new relationship, I feel, for the both of you, but I feel like there's such a strong connection between the two of you that you want to work on these things, that you want to get past this. There are things that this side over here has that they have to get past, that they have to work through, right? That they kind of have to confront also, and it could be that, you know, those insecurities of somebody who they feel is putting those walls up against in between the relationship, but that this side, because this side communicates with that side and saying, yes, I care for you and I want to work through this, that gives the strength for this side to keep moving on. Love it. Ace of Wands. That gives that side the strength to keep moving on. I feel this fire and this passion on this side for this side, right? I feel that that's definitely there, and that's the glue that's going to hold the two of you together. But we also have the glue of that communication, making sure that the two of you communicate about how you're feeling and what's going on, and not making the other person feel guilty or bad for the way that they're feeling, because it's a process that they're going through. I feel that each side is sensitive to the other side, and that you both care about each other, and that you want to move. I mean, look at all this. This could be the one calling in your soulmate, worth waiting for, right? Worth waiting for to get through this energy, these energies, so that when that's behind you, that this relationship just explodes and blooms into a very beautiful relationship. Nine of Cups, right? All right, let's close out with a fortune reading card. Definitely a lot going on, but I definitely feel that these two sides can work through it. Coffin, natural endings abound. Take care with your health. I feel like this can be stressful, right? But I feel the endings is this side no longer, their safe space is the Three of Swords. But there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of things that are going on that you feel. Doing mental work is so exhausting. It's just completely exhausting, and you feel tired, right? You just feel like, oh my gosh. But you also feel this lightness, this happiness, right? And you're able to see things from a different perspective. But making sure that you also take care of your health, right? That you're eating right, that you're sleeping, definitely for both of you, so that you stay strong and you stay, you know, mentally in the best place that you can to deal with all of these things that you need to work through. And then we have Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Like having confidence that you can get through this and this change and feeling so much better. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.